Yes, folks, we're in full-blown pandemic mode in the United States. We're about 2 months behind the initial outbreak. And as you know, I've been pretty quiet, unfortunately for me, because I like to do videos every day, but I'm finding myself having more and more difficulty making noise in the house because this place is about, let's put it this way, folks, when I need to change my mind, I have to go outside to do it because my house is that small. That's by choice. And we had the McMansion, two of them, and now that we're almost downsizing, once these adult children decide to spread wings and fly, we'll be right here in the beautiful state of New Hampshire. But as you know, I'm a prepper, and this is why we prep, folks. This is exactly why we prep. We're not crazy, folks. And everybody out there is going, well, he was right. Or, well, yep, looks like I missed out on that boat. Well, folks, no, you didn't. This is going to end, of course. It may not be well for some families. I'm dearly praying it doesn't come upon ours, as I would be the victim. So what we're doing right now is following what the government says to do. Stay indoors. Avoid personal contact. Maintain a separation distance of, I'm going to go for 10 miles. If I could, I'd go from the moon to avoid getting this thing into my home. But it's going to happen. It's just bound to happen. So what you have to do is look at it this way. Learn from what you made a mistake on, and go from there, because all I can tell you right now, folks, is these folks out there, like this fella right here, they're going to throw money at this and put a national debt on your great-grandchildren unless they default. Because what's going on right now, honestly, is the federal government is trying to keep you alive by printing money and then hoping that generations down the road will be able to pay for it. Nothing's free, folks. We haven't gotten that part of our society quite yet. And until we do, if you folks out there that have gold, good for you. You folks out there that have food, much better for you, because you can't eat gold. And commerce comes to a screeching halt. This is why I store food. Now, all my food is still edible. It will be edible for years ahead because I have different variations of food. I have the stuff in our pantry that lasts about 3 to 6 days, depending on how stingy you are in eating. Then there's the almost ready to eat or ready to eat foods. Then there's the shelf-stable foods. Then there's the canned goods. Then there's the most expensive stuff is the MREs, meals ready to eat, and the dehydrated or freeze-dried foods that have a 30-year shelf life that I just recently picked up in the last 10 years. So if you out there have been following along at my channel, thank you so much for doing that. I hope that I was able to give you knowledge on how to become a prepper the economical way without going out there and doing what everybody's done right now. Cleaned out the supplies. Okay, if everybody had a little bit of, see folks, the whole point is, this is the wake-up call to being prepared. All right, and months ago I started a company. It's in a process. C Corporation, Always Be Prepared Products and Consultation Services, Inc. It's not a LLC or a let's put it this way, it's a corporation, so it's not going to come back to me and ruin my life because we're going to have a different way of doing business. Right now, we're not doing anything because I'm still waiting for the trademark. I'm not going to go into business without owning the trademark right off the bat. If I can't have a trademark, I don't want that name. I've been through this too many times, learned that lesson of when I own the name and it's legal by the federal government, then we'll go out and start soliciting business. But until Always Be Prepared Products and Consultation Services does not have a TM or a R, circle R on the end of the name, well, we're just sitting here in stasis. So, of course, Eddie wants to always be there to give his 2 cents worth, so I apologize for that, folks. The parakeet hasn't died yet, so that means that, technically we'll be good to go. What we're trying to do now is just give day by day. if you folks out there are told to shelter in place because your business is closed, stay home. If you're sitting here watching this, you're probably staying at home. So that's pretty dumb to say, but just keep your minimum contact to other living things down to nothing. Right, Eddie? These living things here haven't left the home, so we know that they can't be contaminated unless we bring it in by that way. I'm coming to a point here, folks, where I just need to go ahead and say, God bless you all. I hope you come on the other side of this mess healthy, and that much more wiser. So in closing, we'll let Eddie say a few more words. And we're prepared to say we're going to be back, but it's just right now it's not a good time because you people are suffering, and I don't need to be in your ear. There's nothing more I can tell you. Like I said, folks, this is why I prepare, and now I'm taking inventory, and I'm going and looking at things, and I see what I have, and I'm making my plans. There is none for barter yet. There's plenty there, trust me, for barter, but we're not even near a point of barter because we're still out communicating via electronics. And when this system stops, then we're seriously on our own. So when your internet ends, nobody could come to work. Nah, it's called auto switch. As long as the generator's full of gas and the power's being supplied, some of this stuff can operate on autopilot. Well, especially with this new technology you're holding in your hand right now, like I am. Right now, you can operate the whole planet from one phone. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate every word that you're giving. I'm sure the people out there are too.